Right, lads. Let's fix this. Let's fix this once and for all. Because I would imagine right now, if you are watching this video, you're probably a little bit like me here on the left, or maybe a little bit further ahead, but you are wondering, you are scrolling your phone on a daily basis or on YouTube, and you're like, how are these guys? How is this some of these guys that have escaped? How is the guys driving supercars, living in nice penthouses, villas, Dubai, Miami, all these crazy locations, hotspots around the world, fit chicks, traveling whenever they want, first class, business class, jets, and you're like, what do these guys know that I don't know? Because this used to piss me off so much. And you know what, guys? I've got enough humility to say it's always pissing me off in terms of there's always someone ahead of you. If you think that you're at the top of the food chain and you're only hanging around people in proximity to you who are on your level or below, you need to drop that fucking ego. I try to hang around with people or get in the room virtually through social media and programs and masterminds to get around guys who are doing crazier numbers than me, who do multi 7-8 figure in the months. I want to be around that. Okay, guys, and people do know stuff that you don't know, and you have to have the humility to go adopt their mindset, learn how they think, and get in those rooms. So I'm going to show you guys what I've learned so far from a mindset perspective and really simplify this down because, like I said, guys, this is me here on the left. Maybe 4 years ago, if that, when I was in my 9 to 5, I was in the pub with one of my colleagues after work drinking a pint, and I was scratching my head like, why is this not happening? Like, how? And I'd seen guys, and it weren't like they were just born rich. They'd made it from nothing. Some of the best guys in the world made it from nothing. Most of them did. So it's like there's something they know which most guys aren't talking about clearly and telling in their how to make 10K videos. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to show you guys exactly what you guys need to do and where you need to put your focus, because where you focus, guys, will change your life. And right now, you're clearly focusing on the wrong thing. You're focusing on things that are giving you the life you've got. And you need to focus on the things that are going to give you the life you want. All right, so let's get stuck in, guys. So the first thing we need to do is we do what I call a common factors analysis. So what we need to do, guys, is if we get all these top players, and you can do this at any level you're at, guys, but if I think back to me back then when I was in my 9 to 5, and yeah, I was doing better than my mates. I was maybe doing a couple of grand a month, 3K a month, I don't know, right? Roughly around that marker at that point. You might be doing more than that. You might be doing 4, 5, 6K, but like you're still not in a vehicle where you can live that life where you got financial location freedom and you don't look like you're the guy, right? So you gotta think, right, all right, these guys we're looking up to at that next level, what do they all have in common? Now, there's different pillars, guys. I'm going to do here with you guys a common factors analysis of that next level above, and we're going to look at the following pillars, the pillars that matter: physical, mental, career, financial, relationships, and environment. And we want to master this, guys. So if we look across the board at these guys at that next level, so most likely for you guys watching this video, you know, these guys are living in Dubai, they're living in Miami, they're living in a hot spot. You know, they're making multi 6, 7, 8 figures a year, running their own business or high up in careers online, in sales, whatever they're doing, okay? And you're looking up to them and they've got access to the best women, they've got access to cars, they've got access to luxury lifestyle, they can be wherever they want in the world. Now, if we look across the board at all of their life, these are some things I've put together. So physical, they're going to have moderate to high muscle mass, right? These guys, because guys, if someone just has one of the pillars, they're not someone you look up to. Who looks up to someone who's like chubby, can't get chicks? Like some of these guys that, like, no disrespect, but some of these guys that have just had like a one-off pump on crypto and like made some money, but actually don't know how to earn money properly and can't continue earning money. Like, and they're just some fat fuck that just dumped some, you know, inheritance fund into crypto and now they made like a few $100K and now they're in Dubai and they're like, I don't know how to speak to women. You don't want to be one of those guys. You want to be a guy that's like a savage who's earned his way there and continues to grow. So physically, moderate to high muscle mass, low body fat. All these guys these days, guys, it's good. I love to see it. You know, obviously it's my background, it's my heritage, physique, but All entrepreneurs these days are chasing that high performance athlete life. You want to be a high performing fucking savage. Okay, so moderate to high muscle mass, not a big crazy bodybuilder, but just looking like a specimen. Low body fat, 8 to 11% is a nice window to sustain you around. Healthy, focusing on longevity, so not just being an absolute dickhead. Mental, bulletproof, absolutely bulletproof. So no matter what happens, they're still going to do their non-negotiables, regardless of emotion. Most guys right now, and I would say right now, if you're not where you want to be, you probably don't know what you're working on, but when emotions change, whether too good or too bad, you probably don't show up how you should show up. These guys are bulletproof, okay? Career-wise, they'll be following the purpose. They'll be really good at something that they enjoy doing, whether they started enjoying it through competence by getting good, because when you're good at something, everyone loves it, right? Or whether they just followed their purpose from the very start, all right? And they're successful. Financially, financial and location freedom. They're earning the money to be wherever they want in the world. They're not living where they are living out of being forced to because they don't have enough money or because they can't or their career ties them to a certain location. They are living where they are living because they chose that spot. And they're a savage at life. They buy anything, do anything. So if they want to get chauffeur driver, they get chauffeur driver. If they want to get a penthouse, they get a penthouse. If they want to get a villa, they get a villa, right? They're at that point where they're living a life. They might not be an Elon Musk, but they're doing good, right? These are these guys that I looked up to and I fit into this category, okay? Relationships. They don't have to necessarily have a wife, but you want to be looking up to someone who's got a 10 out of 10 chick, right? I don't respect a guy if he doesn't get good chicks. It says a lot about you, right? And they also want to have elite level lads around them. Doesn't have to be a circle of 4 million guys, but you want to be looking up to someone who's like, yeah, he's got he knows some good guys. Right, it says a lot about them. Environment-wise, they want a network of high performers. Same thing, no bullshit around them. So no bad habits. There's no fucking losers around them, simping and full of doubt and fear. They subtract everything. And they probably live in the sun, nice property, clean, immaculate fucking house. So this is a common factors analysis. This is, all right, if we look at all the things they have in common, there may be other random things that they all have that are unique, but what are the things that they all have across the board? This is them, okay? Now, I just want to run you through something quickly. This is the reality of life. So I want you to see your life like a war, okay? Now, most guys, if you are stuck right now, you are looking at a war and you're thinking, how do I win this war? I don't even want to compete in this war because I'm looking at this guy with all of this stuff we've just discussed and I don't know how to win that war. Whereas I want you to think about it like this, guys. If you want to win the war, you must win the multiple big battles. So like you can't just look at a war and see a war. What you look at is years and years and years and years and years of battles, of just different battles. One might be taking over a certain part of the city. One might be fighting over a castle. There's all sorts of different stuff, all different multiple battles. So if you want to win the war, you must win the big battles and multiple of them. Now, if you want to win the battles, you've got to win the days because battles do typically go on for weeks, months, years. Now, if you want to win the days, you've got to win the moments. You've got to snipe the shot. So if you want to win the moments, you've got to take actions now. So everything comes back to something very easy. So too many guys are looking at this huge, overwhelming, oh my God, I don't know how to win at life. I don't know how to win this war, right? Because the game of life, guys, is infinite. The game of life is a war. It's like you are in a war forever. So your life is just a mission and you never stop. So I don't want you to think, oh, I need to do this today to complete the war. You don't complete the war. You just have to make your life as goddamn good as it could be by taking actions now. And then people will look at your life and be like, oh my God, that's crazy. But you didn't just do it all in one day. It came from actions that led to great moments, that great moments led to great days, that great days led to great battles, and great battles accumulated to this war, which is your life, which is now crazy. And you're like, you've got the chick, you've got the body, you've got the health, you've got the money, you've got the travel, you've got the car, but you didn't just get it all in one day. It came from small things. So what we need to understand, guys, is breaking this down into how do we win the moments and the battles. because no one's doing that. You're just looking at the overall thing and I don't know how I would have a Lamborghini. I don't know how I would have a 10, 20 grand a month apartment. And I get that. It used to overwhelm me a little bit. But you got to bring it down into the daily habits. This is exactly what I teach. It doesn't matter whether it's my VIP program, which is physique, mindset, performance, and habits, or whether it's in my CEO. Everyone needs daily non-negotiable habits that are tailored to their guaranteed outcomes. Now, if we're to talk over these pillars we were discussing earlier, okay, if we look at physical, if we want to win the physical, well, we've got to show up and take, these are all daily, by the way. We want to show up and we want to win the physical battles and the moments in the physical battles every single day. So we want to make sure that if we want to have our best day every day, we want to have our best moments every day, we want to be working out every day. We want to be hitting our macros every day. We want to be eating whole food sources every day. We want to be getting a certain amount of expenditure or cardio and etc. every day. We want to be optimizing the habits within the physical battle every day. And once accumulated over weeks and months and years, you will build the physical, which is all an accumulation of just one of the pillars of life, which someone's going to look at and be like, oh my God, how does he have that? But he didn't just have that. It all came down to habits within each pillar. The mental, you're like, how's this guy bulletproof? Reading and learning. You know, no one's born with it. No one's self-made. Yes, they take the action themselves. But high performers all have coaches. They all have mentors. They're all looking up the ladder. Whether it's direct coaching, whether it's courses, whether it's masterminds. All the high performers are in rooms collaborating and learning up the ladder. And then you've got books as well, guys. I'm also going to add to this, just doing the work. Not being afraid of failure. You become bulletproof and you gain wisdom by doing it so many times, where it's not just knowledge. The difference between knowledge and wisdom is wisdom comes when you've done the work and you've done every single possible option and you now have wisdom on it to speak the experience. You can't have wisdom if you don't have experience. And knowledge, guys, isn't as powerful as wisdom, because knowledge is knowledge, whereas wisdom is knowledge plus experience, which is obviously more powerful. So you want to get around high frequency winners that have the wisdom, that have walked the path that you want to walk, and you want to be doing this on a daily basis. It's the exact reason why in all of my programs, we have the community aspect as well. So on a daily basis, they can be aligning with other high frequency winners, and being around that keeps them aligned and in that community every single day. This ties to environment. These all cross-pollinate with each other, guys. Now, career. Deep work, focus on their purpose-fueled business or career path. That's a habit. Every single day, 7 days a week, you've got to have the deep work. And this ties in. Working on high leverage tasks that actually increase cash flow. The amount of times I hear guys saying, I'm trying to build my personal brand, I'm trying to build my online coaching business, Tom. I'm busy. I've been doing this for like 2 years and like I just don't have many clients. I'm like, because you're working on low leverage. Being busy does not make you wealthy. Being busy does not make you successful. Being busy does absolutely fuck all. You need high leverage tasks. You need to understand. You need to go to somebody that has already walked the path and you can just follow the steps they've took, because every input creates an output. So if you took the same habits and same decisions that they did, you're going to get the same outputs, guys. You've got to be working on high leverage. There are so many different tasks you can do in a business. There's already so many tasks you can do. But I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the 80-20 rule, but 20% of the things you do create 80% of the outcome. And I'd go as far as saying that 10% of the things you do create 90% of the outcome. I'd argue it's a 90-10 rule. So the easiest way to 10x your business is understand what that 10% is, and then only do that and subtract everything else, and everyone else is working on low leverage stuff that doesn't increase the impact of their business. Now, financial. People fuck up their financial by literally just thinking, I'm going to save my wealthy. I'm going to save my way to having enough cash flow to live abroad and have a 20 grand a month apartment and have a Lamborghini and do. You do realize that you need money for that every single month? Like, most people could save for 20 years and pay for 1 month and then go back. You don't need to save Saving is the system where obviously inflation cancels you out and you're actually losing money every time you have money in the bank. You should never have money in the bank. Every time I have money, every day I get paid from my business in Stripe, I send it straight back out into assets, as in crypto portfolio or back into myself. So I always say 20% of what I get paid, I put into a fund to invest back into myself. Coaches, mentors, courses, consultations, and then the rest that I'm not spending within my business or paying on staff, I put into assets, okay? You don't want it in the bank. You don't want your money in the bank. But the first thing, guys, for you guys, that's a different story. For you guys watching this video right now, if you're not at a point yet where you have fuck tons, like I mean fuck tons of cash flow, all of your money has to be invested into you and your business. Saving money, right? This is where people fuck up, right? Think about this. So right now you have a tool shed with a lawnmower in it. You've got a tool shed with a hedge trimmer in it. And right now you are deciding to cut the lawns with your fingers. When you've got a tool shed, which is the money in the bank account that could just get the job done instantly, look 10 times better, and move you forward. Use your money to grow. Invest it in you, the nutrition, the better gym facility, the coaches, the mentors, the knowledge, the books, and invest it in your business, the systems, the software, the staff. I'm trying to hire people to do stuff for me all the time. I'm trying to make my business better. New software's everything. Now, relationships, high quality communication. This is a daily habit. You need this every single day. It doesn't matter whether it's a business relationship, a partner, a friendship, your bros. High quality communication will build this network. And serving others, don't make it about you guys. You only build a relationship, like I said, in any of those avenues, business, partner, friendships, if you're there to serve others. You have to be of value to people. And this all ties back to your physical, your mental, your career, and your financial. If you don't have those, because you've not done the first thing, invest in yourself, you can't be valuable to other people. So stop trying to people please and give a shit version of yourself out. You need to invest in you to become valuable. When you give value out, people will then invest in you back, whether that's time, energy, or money. You will never build a business if you don't invest in you. You've got to become the value. You have to be the asset, and then you can sell and market your asset. Final thing, environment. Every single day, subtract something that doesn't add to your environment. Success is subtraction. So if you have people in your life, if you're having certain conversations in life that are low leverage, that are wasting time, wasting energy, pulling you down to a lower frequency, subtract them. If you've got Netflix in your life, subtract them. If you've got dark hole scrolling on TikTok, subtract them. If you've got porn, subtract it. Everything has to be subtracted. You will realize, guys, that when you become successful, you all will. I know you will, because you're here watching this video still at 18 minutes in right now. You've got the attention span. You just need to apply the habits and get in the rooms. But your life will be extremely simple. It will be a lot less complex than your life is right now when you make it. When you get there, you're going to go, fuck, this is really easy. Success is easier than failure because I've got a lot less going on. Success is so easy. Failing is hard, and people decide to play the long game at a life they don't want, at the hard life, and not many people decide to play the long game at a life they do want, at a simple life. Success is extremely simple. Simplicity is the purest form of sophistication. So simplify it. Take bad stuff out. Anything that doesn't make you better, remove it. And improve your circle and improve your location. Now, the final thing I want to say here, guys, is daily self-awareness and accountability. Now, we want to tie all of this together. So at the end of every single day, think about what went well, write it down. Make sure you do that again tomorrow. Oh, today I trained, I worked out, I felt really good, I felt productive, I hit my macros, I was energized. What didn't go well? I actually wasted like 20 minutes just chatting to some guy who was just saying that I probably wouldn't make it in this thing I want to do in my career, and it was rubbish. Okay, so what must I do tomorrow? Say no more. Protect my energy more. Protect my time more. What's one bold move I could take now that feels uncomfortable that would increase my chances of hitting a goal? And take it and try and do that every day. Maybe it's investing in the coach or your mentor that you think is going to be a risk, or buying the course. Maybe it's going to be posting something on social media. Maybe if you're a little bit further ahead and you might be already doing 10 grand a month, but you're still not quite at that level yet, maybe you just need to make your first hire. It's going to feel uncomfortable. Everything will feel uncomfortable. If it feels uncomfortable, it's the right time. Everything will. There is not a time when you're going to make it where it feels comfortable, guys. You can't wait your way into comfort. The only way for uncomfortable to become comfortable is by doing the uncomfortable, so now it's comfortable. Remember that, guys. Now is your time. Every day you don't take action, you're just wasting, you are burning your life away. Now, that's why I always say, your work ethic and your work rate reflects your gratitude. The people that take action are grateful. They seize every moment. They don't waste it. Ungrateful people waste it. They go day after day of having opportunity after opportunity in front of them to grow, and they don't take it. So guys, always think and make decisions like the person closest to your goals. So look at the guy. If you can't visualize yourself closest to your goals, look at a guy who's a high performer. So like I said, if I was speaking to someone who wanted to build an online coaching business, I would be like, okay, well, how would Tom make this decision? You've got to do that, guys. You know, if it was someone that wanted an e-com business, how would an e-com guy who's making millions make this decision? You have to make the decisions and have the habits like the guys closest to your goals, not yourself, neither those closest in proximity. So when people have big decisions like, oh, I don't know where to invest in this mentor, this coach, or this course, or, you know, I don't know whether I should quit this and maybe stop spending time with these. And you go to your friends who don't have results, or you go to your mum who doesn't have results. They don't know, okay? They know how to have their life. But if you want the life of someone you're looking up at, you need to make decisions like them, right? Your current mindset can't take you anywhere beyond your current position. This is a scary reality. Your current mindset makes you think and make decisions that led you to where you are. Every input creates an output. Now, if you don't want your current output for the rest of your life, you must kill the old version of you, and you must expose yourself to those who have results, and you must go and adopt their mindset. So I only made change back in the day when I got so fed up and realized this reality. And I was like, nothing is going to change if I just keep being me. I have to kill this me. I have to get uncomfortable. I have to start making decisions that aren't even me. I have to be ahead of me. And I spent all the last bits of money I literally had on the physique coach at the very start. That got me to a point where I built my best self and started building confidence. And then I actually had the courage to quit my job and go all in on that. And then I spent my only £1,000 on a mentor. I just went all in, all in, all in. But I was making decisions from a future me that would thank me. Or I was making decisions like the guy that had already walked the path would have done, not the current me. So that's how you got to think, guys. So go back through this if you need to. Make videos. You've got to remember that you need to stay process focused, not output focused. The process, the habits wins the moments win the battles win the war. And also just embrace your mindset that you're in this. This is a lifetime mission. Stop trying to complete things. Just grind every day. Love the process. The man who loves to walk will walk further than the man that loves the destination. It's so true, guys. And the great thing with it all is you might have to feel like you want it for a result at the start, because so what, I did. But you actually build yourself into somebody that once you've done it so many times, when you didn't want to, and you keep showing up and you keep showing up every single day, you then love the process because you get good at the process. And like I said earlier in the video, once you become competent, you love it. So now I'm like, I'm fucking sick at these habits. I'm fucking sick at life. I just want to do this process every single day. And I don't want to leave my process when other people struggle to follow the process. So when you grind it out and you do something for so long that's uncomfortable, you become a pro at it, guys. And when you become a pro at the process, in the days, in the moments, in the actions, you become a pro at life. And the war looks like you're victorious. But many people don't see the continuous actions and daily processes and habits behind it. So you've got to make sure your habits are aligned to win each battle in all different areas: the physical, the mental, the career, the finance, the relationships, the environment, and you've got to align them. But there is no difficult action. Every single action is easy. Every person on the planet at any level, from any background, can take these actions. Just don't get overwhelmed. Don't look at the top of Everest. Look at your next step and follow the path of the guys that have already walked it. Guys, I hope you found this valuable. Make notes, watch back over it. Make sure you apply this instantly because nothing is going to change until you do. So don't wank off and think, that's another YouTube video I've watched. That means I'm going to make progress. No, it works when you apply it. If you want to go deeper on this, guys, I'm also going to put my free masterclass below. It's going to show you exactly how to build the best version of yourself, become the vehicle physically and mentally that's going to succeed in all areas, and also how to escape the system by building a coaching business that leverages your strengths. Let's fucking go, guys. I want to see you at the top. Let me know how you're getting on in the comments. I'll see you soon.